Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, King of all kings, Lord of all lords, conquering lion from the tribe of Judah, elect of God, true light of this world, Christ in His kingly character. Yeah. Yo, you see what's happening now? This is just the calm for the storm. Trust. You know why? I've been telling all my brethren and all my sisters about that. But they say, yo, you're moving so, like, you don't move like how you used to move back in the days and thing, like, oh, you're buying a shoes and you have it there. And when I'm telling them things, they tell me, oh, I'm making YouTube take over my life. Not because I do my little research and thing, and man getting a little wise up of what's going on and thing. And say, no, killer, you're chatting shit. And I try to tell them what's going on, innit? Tell me that I'm chatting bare shit and thing. This and that, and I'm moving like I'm Noah, like I know more than everybody else. But I'm growing up, my mom been telling me about all these things. About all these things what's going on. You know what I mean? Right now they're trying to implement the mark of the beast. They're trying to make that new world order thing what they've been talking about. The mark of the beast. Same thing my mom been telling me about from a young liquor, long time. The mark of the beast thing, they're trying to implement it. But guess what? The world's supposed to restart. The earth's supposed to restart. Yeah? But when I say restart, everything will change. Like they got a big clock in it. They got one big clock where they get, I don't know if it's in Ethiopia or wherever they get that big clock, but that big clock now tell the time, but not our time. That it tell like the time, like in time, you know what I mean? Like 2,000 years, like it count every 2,000 years. So every 2,000 years or something like that, it restart, innit? And the calendar what we using now is not really accurate. So you can. So what they do now, they are working with this calendar, innit? So when the time struck 2020 at 2020, the time and everything struck at that time. When everything is 2020, they're supposed to say, like the clock's supposed to restart, innit? But me now, I work with the Ethiopian calendar. If I'm gonna do a prediction kind of thing, I work with the Ethiopian calendar, innit? You understand? And I know something would happen in the year 2000. But I am working with the Ethiopian calendar, so I'm thinking it's like 7 years time, innit? But guess what, 7 years time, the number 7. So most people would say number 7 is a significant number, innit? You understand? So they start that in 7 years time. So they're trying to bring in the mark of the beast in 7 years time because they maybe know that the world will restart in 7 years time. You understand? So, because I work with the Ethiopian calendar, so the Ethiopian calendar is 2020, is 7 years behind. So, when the Ethiopian calendar is 2020, at the time 2020, I think the earth really going to restart, where the earth would swallow all the dirt and everything. Because I believe in a flat earth, I believe in a flat earth with like a kind of hole in the middle where the water just redo itself and, cleanse itself and come back and cleanse itself again. Because if the world don't cleanse itself, the water and thing in the sea would be bare dirty, innit? So I think the water cleans itself and come back. Yeah, and the air cleans itself as well. But I think the earth gonna reform. Like, when I say reform, the way of we thinking, the way of everything will change, innit? You understand? Say like 2,000 years before we come out in this kind of timing in it, and we come in this timing. Yeah, so we start a new timing now from now to maybe 2,000 years in the future, gonna be our timing. You understand? So all Muhammad Ali and them man there, all Malcolm X and them man there, for the kids them in this timing, they're gonna be like, you understand? Like they're gonna be like proper legends and thing to our children, you know what I mean? So they start a new time. So basically now, our children actually start the new time first, you know what I mean? So the children them were young now, they start it first. So they start the new time. Basically that's what they're trying to say. They start it first, innit? But I believe the real time the earth gonna reform is in the Ethiopian time. So in the year 2000 and in Ethiopian time, because Ethiopian is 7 years behind, innit? So when Ethiopian time is 2000, at that time, 2020, then I think the earth gonna reform. Maybe the earth might move, maybe whatever happen, I don't know. But I think that's when the earth gonna really reform itself. But I think they're just trying to implement the mark of the beast, so they come up with that thing where they're gonna vaccinate you, where they're gonna change this shopping system, where they're gonna make people have to have that chip to buy things from the shop. You can't just walk in shop and all them things like how we usually do. You're gonna be more restricted in it, where you have to maybe walk through, you know what I mean, or drive through. You just tag in your thing, they get your details, they take how much the thing costs, and you go. You get me? No people close by and all them things, so they're gonna have people moving like a robot, innit? In this time, innit? You understand? It's like a kind of robot time. But as I said, this is just the calm for the storm. So you see, like in the, like, say, when Ethiopian time, so what they're doing now, they're trying to bring in all this kind of thing and create all this kind of thing. Because remember, say, if you're gonna have a start, like if you're gonna start a new era, you have to have an ending, you know. Remember, you have to have an ending. You have to have an ending. If you're gonna start something, then like that's how the time goes, and if you, like back in the days, you always have an ending, innit? Like something happened and then the time restart again. So nothing don't happen yet. That's what I'm saying. This is just the calm before the storm, innit? So we got 7 years. To me, we got 7 years. They're gonna try bringing all these things for 7 years. Bare thing gonna happen during that 7 years. Like bare things gonna happen. Bare things gonna happen, innit? Like bare, like I don't know, you know. And then when Ethiopia is 2020, that's when the earth gonna reform. So that's when the earth gonna really start new. You understand? So all the air and thing gonna be so fresh that the old people now, it's too fresh for them. The young people maybe can survive it, but the old people, it's gonna be too fresh for them. Most people saying, oh, it's all nice and sunny outside. Why you think that? Because nobody is driving too much right over the world. Everybody's on lockdown, innit? So people not driving to pollute the air. They say right now China is like, the sky in China is like mad clean, you get me? And China is one of the dirtiest places, you get me? So what they're trying to do now, they're trying to like say, oh, they might beat God to it, and they might beat the Most High to what the Most High is supposed to do. They might beat the Most High just because they get that big clock. With that big clock, back in history, that big clock, time when things happen back, and times when things happen back before that. They know how they're reading it, innit? But I think we're supposed to be the true reader of that clock. We're supposed to know about that clock more than them, innit? Because they get it from our, like, people, innit? Back in Africa or wherever, innit? You get me? So we're supposed to know, you get me? If we read the clock, we maybe might know more about the clock than them, innit? You get me? So what they try to do now, they try to have that, like they're gonna bring in that system, innit? Where, like as I said, the mark of the beast and thing, you're gonna have to get it cheap or whatever. You're gonna shopping, nothing. Doctor, nothing. Everything what you do in this time wouldn't be the same again. When all these things what they're saying over now, they're gonna come with a new system. And that new system, we're gonna work with it until the earth reform. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen between them time. Maybe things happen, people start get vexed with the new system, things happen, police lock up people, whatever. Maybe even riot kick off. I don't know. And then the next thing again, I think the king is gonna be a kingdom, innit? Like the queen might crown one of the guys. I don't know if it's his son or his son's sons or one of them. One of them gonna get crowned, innit? So you're gonna be a kingdom. You understand? But all my mind telling me they're trying to beat the Most High to what the Most High is supposed to do. Because remember, people talk about these things gonna happen as well. You understand? And through I do my little research and thing, I kinda see what's going on in it. You know what I mean? Why I always kinda predict, like, why I use the Ethiopian calendar, because like I grew up in a Rastafarian thing. My mama Rasta, all she children are Rasta. We still pay with Jews and all them kind of thing there, you know. So like everything she say about Rasta and what she say about this and what's gonna happen now is actually happening. You understand? So that's why my mind focus more on Ethiopia in it. And when I look back, Ethiopia history go way back to Egypt and all them things, maybe even before Egypt. You understand? So more time now I think in Ethiopia now, there's something about Ethiopia where, like, if anything to know about anything, Ethiopia is one of the first place where people being civilized, isn't it? So if anybody's supposed to know about any history about anything what's gonna happen now, is Ethiopia, in it. They get it from whatever. So that make me kinda say, yo, you know what? Ethiopian timing kinda makes sense to me in a way, you get me? So that's why I say, you see, in 2027, in our time, I think that's when the earth gonna reform. Yeah? And I think that we got 7 years. I don't know why it's 7 years. You see, like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that's 7 years. So I don't know why it's 7 years. 7 means a lot, because I know of great people, things happen in 7 years, like Egypt and all them places there. 7 years, like things like 7 people get caught up in 7 pieces and and te. I don't even want to go into that because when I have to go back, I don't really know 100 about them things there. But you know what I mean? So 7 means a lot. So during that 7 years, like working with the Ethiopian time, during that 7 years, I think things might happen. They might try to put things in place. The people that might say, yo, no, then the Rasta them now, you know, like I think the Rasta people them now should just, like, now is the time still, because repatriation and all them things there, you got me? We shouldn't even be in this place right now. We should repatriate a long time. You know what I mean? Because we always talking about this place where His Majesty at last rightful ruler give to us. You know, like Rasta people. I grew up in a Rastafarian. My mom being a Rasta from a long time. From since I know myself. You know what I mean? I'm a Rastafarian. I'm a 12 tribe Rastafarian. When I do the maths and I add up my months in our calendar, I'm Simeon. You know what I mean? I never checked to try it on the Ethiopian calendar, but on our calendar, I fall under the tribe of Simeon. Yeah? So, I don't know about the Ethiopian calendar, like with the tribe and thing, you know what I mean? But I know the Ethiopian calendar is 7 years behind our time. But that big clock is a different kind of clock still. This kind of clock time the future and thing. You know what I mean? And tell you what happened in the past maybe. You get me? So they're trying to work with it, but I don't think they're reading it right. You know what I mean? I think like they get something wrong, you know what I mean? Because it's not theirs and they're trying to figure it out, innit? So I think they're getting things wrong. You get me? But the earth, the sky is clear and thing because no plane is flying, like, no too much things, too much factories, big factories and thing is sending out big steam and thing now. So that's why it's, but still don't trust because it could still be something else what they're trying to plan, what they're trying to do. I don't know why they're telling people stay in. You get me? You get me? And they're gonna do them thing if they come out. You know what I mean? So I don't know what else they're trying to put in the air or whatever. Maybe they have a reason why they're telling us stay in, innit? You get me? Maybe they have a reason why they're telling us stay in, blood. They know what they're doing, innit? They know who they want to take out. They know who they want to keep alive. So we just have to try to prepare for if they're trying to take us out who want to be alive. Just be prepared, innit? Because they're not going to try to take me out because I'm trying to be alive. You get me? I got 2 daughters and everything, you get me? One birthday gonna be in like on the 27th of this month. That's like Friday or something. She's gonna be 7, that's Diane, and Shania is 8. She take it last month. You know what I mean? So I wanna stay alive, mate. You know what I mean? So yeah. I got like a thing, it's not, I don't know corona still, man. I have my little things here, take a little sip now and then, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't have no corona. I have my fan on there. Keep the air fresh. I got back window, innit? So keep it open slightly, you get me? So if anything, it just bounce off of the window and the little fresh air just come in, you get me? Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna build up a split still. One easy back on my yard. Just trying to share a little knowledge with what I think. You know what I mean? Other people maybe think different, but all the old people and things were coming out. Because them old people, what happened is, through the air refresh, through no vehicles and thing out. Remember say, them old people and them kind of the oxygen and thing what most people, the oxygen, like the air always dirty. We used to that dirty air, innit? We used to that dirty air. So that dirty air what we used to is like if we get that proper like fresh air, maybe it might affect us, innit? So that's why you see the old people and them coming out now and trying to run, innit? Because that fresh air what coming out, they have to get kind of used to it. If you lie down home, that fresh air, when you come out, you will just collapse. So you're used to that whole thing. That's why they say come out one day and take a little train and go back. Because they want you to sip up that fresh air easy. They don't want you to just grab in everything at the same time. They want you to get it easy. You understand? But they know that, yeah. But everything what happening now, I think they're just trying to implement some new world order sitting, like you see, like the mark of the beast. So when time to shop now, they're saying, oh, like boom, people and them have to stay. You can't go in the shop and all walk up and down in a shop and thing like that. You're just moving quickly. Like if you want apples, mangoes, whatever you need, you just tell them, say boom, that's what I need. You get me? That's what I need. And you just swipe your hand or whatever the chip in, innit? I don't know, I think they could put it in your hand, innit? Because that's the quickest thing to buy things. You can't put it in your neck, okay? You can't put your neck, scan your neck or whatever, or your head or forehead or whatever. It must have to be in your hand, innit? So they scan, boom. But me now, I'm not a big eater and I'm not a big buyer. My thing them last me for years. I got like a few trainers, they're there for years. You know what I mean? So I'm not a big buyer. So I don't need no maca, no beast. You get me? I don't need no Mac and no Beast. You get me? Because he's still gonna have them liquor side shop. When you see the Mac and the Beast now, they're gonna come in with thing like the big shop them. Maybe petrol station, I don't know. But he must have like 1 or 2 liquor shop for the religious people them who don't, because he must have religious people who not against it. Like I and I are Rasta man. You get me? My religion is Rasta, and we're not gonna take them kind of thing. No Maca, no Beast. Because the Beast is nothing to do with our thing. The Beast, Maca the Beast, is for the Catholic and the Anglican and the whatever, because them work with the Pope, innit? The Pope is the Antichrist, innit? The Maca the Beast, them kind of thing there, you get me? But I'm not them kind of thing there. I'm 12 tribe Rastafarian. I don't care about the mix up and the blend up. Why you want to say, oh, 12 tribe is not real Rasta, or Bobo is not real, or whatever. But we don't praise no other people or no other man. We praise His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie as God and King and utter rightful ruler. You get me? We don't praise nobody else. We don't praise no Maca no Beast. So we don't take no Maca no Beast. You get me? That's nothing. I pay my dues. And my mom still, I'm in this country here, but my mom pay me dues back home. You get me? So I'm a Rasta. I'm a Rasta in a real life. I pay my dues. If repatriation call, my city is there. You get me? Because I pay my dues. You get me? So my city is there. I could walk up and say, yeah, proud. You get me? I never doubt my faith. You get me? I never doubt what I believe in, what my mom grew me up in. I never doubt it. That's what we are. You get me? Rasta people. So when the Maca the Beast and all them things come in, you must have the little shop where you sell the little Italic Vital thing them, where people like we eat our culture. You know, so the Muslim them must have their little thing where they thing as well. So they can't say all the religion just join up in it too. Because you know, say most people in the world are Catholic, most people in the world are Anglican. So most of them, they could take their thing anyway because them are that, innit? You get me? Them are that. We are different people. You get me? We looking to repatriate and go Ethiopia, Shashamani. You get me? No other place. Shashamani in Ethiopia. I don't care what people say about, oh, other Rasta go over there and I try to pollute the place. Yeah? That's where me and my family and my faith supposed to be in this kind of time. You get me? We're not supposed to be here. But through the trials and the tribulation, what they put us through, they have us, they hold us like Moses and the Pharaohs, where they hold Moses and they don't want to let the children of Israel go. That's what they're doing us here now. You understand? Because right now, the struggle what they put me in, if I had to say alright, then I have to go to Ethiopia. It have to be a free flight. You get me? It have to be a free flight for me and my children. You get me? Because me pay my dues. You get me? So any plane say, yeah, the children of Israel, yeah, I'm one of the first people to fly. I don't care if it's a boat or a plane. For me to go to Ethiopia, I dey on it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Trust me. So everything you see what's going on, they're doing what they're doing, innit? Because as I said, they're playing, they're acting like, say, God is on their side, innit? And God giving them whatever, like inspiration or whatever to do it. So most would say they're trying to reveal what the Bible says, innit? Most would say that they're trying to reveal what the Bible says. Like, you understand? Like, they're trying to do what the Bible says. So if the Bible says that and you're not doing it, then it's happening. It have to happen. You lot could have said, alright then, the Bible is not real, so you know what, I'm not going to do it. But you lot actually doing it. And the Bible says that it's going to happen. So if you're not doing it because of the Bible, you understand? then the people on them who write the Bible way back, they know you lot would have do it. So that's why they write it. Come on. But the real thing is the real thing. The real thing is the real thing, you got me? The real thing is the real thing, man. You got me? So, yeah. Enough things, man. Still got more things, a lot of things to talk about, you understand? But if I get question, like somebody asked me a question, then it's better. I'm just chatting, you know? You know what I mean? Like if you ask me a question, because I believe in a flat earth, as I said, and the earth and thing, you know? Yeah, I think the phone gonna finish now. Still, phone gonna finish video now.